Good. What's the word? How y'all looking out there? Where my people's at? Where all my knowledgeable people at? I'm back. Got a few days to talk. Wait for a few people to come up in here. You know, it's getting crazy once again. It ain't even getting crazy. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. I'm waiting for a few people to come in. L Bliss, salute. What up? I'm trying to figure out a few things, man. Trying to figure out a few things. We are the epitome of tearing each other down in our culture, man. We are the epitome of this. We are the epitome of tearing our own people down, brothers, sisters. It only gets deeper and deeper every day. Every day. Every day, man. Wait for a few more people to slide in. I see my bro L Blizz up in the building. It's early. Cold, what, Thursday night? It's freezing out there. It's freezing outside. I just thought I'd come back up here because I was watching a few more podcast platforms, and everybody got so much to say, man. Everybody got so much to say. I hear you, L Blizz. Facts. That's what's up. I'm paying attention, man, to a lot of these platforms. A lot of these platforms that's dedicated their every day to Meech. Like now, it's like it's turning out to be a money grab to get a good to go ahead and get a little bit of this YouTube money. A little bit of this YouTube money. Then I got people hitting me up. One of my homies hit me up, was like, "Yo, yeah, you know that guy from the Pay the Fool movie, man, the tall guy, man. Yeah, yeah, you know he be defending Meech, man, and everybody know Meech is a snitch." And my people's calling me up and was telling me that's why I titled it the way it is, because whoever said it to him, he was like, "I don't want to get in the middle of nothing. I'm just telling you what people are saying and all that." I'm like, bro, you ain't got to tell me, because really I don't care what somebody's saying. And I'm not defending Meech. I'm defending our culture of what not to do and why not to do it and what is the reason for doing it. Now, if Meech is a rat, it'll come out. But the only way it's going to come out with somebody that he really told on. And I guess you could say third-party bus will be an on-the-low movement, but it still wouldn't be an on-the-low movement. You know why it won't be an on-the-low movement? Because just like any other paperwork, later on when the guy or the woman, whoever's being told on and got set up, everybody that played a part of it will have to get on the stand and testify for what they said or did or had done. And it will be in that person's paperwork if they go to trial. Now, if they don't go to trial, then they won't know who said what and what was against them and all of that. Now, things with Cuffy. When people going to start reading Cuffy's paperwork? No disrespect to Cuffy. I'm just saying, If he making accusations, then according to him, he can stand up and he said he whatever he need to do and show, he will show it, and he don't care. He just want to let everybody know that y'all idolizing a person that really wasn't a stand-up guy, wasn't what was right or whatever. But other people are stating that he had charges for heroin, methamphetamines, some guns, and he was a felon beforehand, and he's a murder hired plot. They wondering how he only got 27 years, which one was, I think, he got 17 years for one of something and then 10 years for something else. And then people was wondering how he just got a little bit of time. Now, when y'all gonna start reading off his paperwork? Not only that, I guess Tammy Cohen's is a female, which nobody don't care about what she did. She's not a famous name or face, so it doesn't matter. Nobody's mad at her the way people are acting. And once again, doing business with her on any type of level is still doing business with a rat, regardless. HBCU is Historical Black Community Universities. It's all about the black colleges. So I had to represent for my black colleges. So, you know, the main culprit is talk about her, tear her down. Nobody don't want to talk and tear her down because she's really not nobody. So it's just showing y'all how this really goes. People want to go on the person with the good name, the celebrity face, the celebrity name to tear him down after doing the time that he did. Now I'm listening to these people with these paperworks, and a few of them I know that doesn't know their stuff with paperwork, but I'm actually listening to them. And you know, like me and my homie was sitting back talking, and we was like, yo, I'm like, yo, man, I don't want to sound crazy just because somebody said the guy from the Pay the Full is defending Meech. Yeah, at this point, I can say I'm defending him. Now that I think about it, because and I'm not just defending the coaches, because nobody said nothing that was accurate and on point. And sure enough, if something was accurate and on point, all the bloggers, all the podcasts will be sharing the same information, the real certified information saying that this is what it was and how he told, and it'd be right and exact. And we won't even be having to go through all of this. We wouldn't even be having this many everyday podcast about them and trying to read different things and trying to dissect things and trying to make people understand where you trying to say that he is a rat or how he did third party cooperation. And then people were saying he finagled his way into not getting his name mentioned inside of the paperwork. How could that be true? When do the feds do not document everything? How can they get around it if he don't even type out the documents? I'm confused with that. I'm trying to figure it out. And I'm saying this to say every podcast that I listen to, because I research these podcasts, and I be listening. I need to stay on point. Speed Runners Unlimited said Cuffy on the phone said he got off on charge for 2 bodies. Tammy played them all because she made it to 50 to get a show/movie. Yeah, they were saying, how she, finessed them with sex or love or, just basically, I guess, with the love making situation, finessed a few people. But at the end of the day, she still said that people skipping over it. They skipping the part that she said, how could she help Meech? And Meech do not know about it. This was something she was trying to finagle for Meech. And he wasn't in a love triangle with her, sexing her, none of that. Turtle Group TV. And once, like I was saying, I was listening to the paperwork parties that people are having online, because that's what they are, paperwork parties. And you will read the thumbnail and it'll say something real interesting to get you to click on. I get there and click on it, and then they reading off the paperwork. So I'm reading and I'm listening to them read. Nixon, Maine, it said Meech original sentence hearing prove he a snitch. Explain it to me. How his sentencing hearing prove he's a snitch? If a man was going to snitch and copped out to 30 years, because if he had snitched on somebody and would have got them some time, if they would have copped out, then he wouldn't have, his name wouldn't have been mentioned. But if he snitched on somebody, without copping, or get 30 years for snitching on somebody, and they would have took it to trial, then yeah, they would have said his name. Nixon Manor said when he pled out, there's paperwork. There's no paper. Stop it, man. You one of them guys that's just talking to. When he pled out. Where do you see him pled out at? Who said him pled out? Stop it. The transcript is out there on his sentence. Who read the transcript out on his sentence that shows? See, this is the thing. People reading paperwork and they want it to sound like they talking about something. And when you keep listening and they reading this paperwork and their whole podcast be at least 45 minutes to an hour, you starting to hearing, and I'm sitting waiting for the punchline. I've been in jail. I've read. I used to go to the law library. Every chance I get, I was in there. I understand the law. A lot of it I don't, but the basic paperwork stuff I'ma definitely understand. So I'm sitting and I'm listening, and I'm still listening, and I'm waiting for the punchline to come for the real reason that he was a third party. First of all, I don't even think that he can even have a third party paperwork if it never even happened. But even if it was going to happen, still, nobody read off nothing that said. And if it is out there, please send it to me. Hit me up on my in my DM on my Instagram at therealbigbootsie, BOOTSIE, and send it to me. And let me know where I missed it. Because as I'm listening to these conversations, this paperwork that they reading off, every podcast that I go to and I listen to them reading off paperwork, after a while they just start hearing that Charlie Brown commercial. After a while, that's what it started sounding like, man. Like crazy, man. I am Mr. BX. What's good? It all just sounds the same to me. It's nothing. And now it's like everybody pushing to try to make a man be a rat after a man went and did all this time. Now, the Big Meech third-party cooperation thing, like I said before, it's been out months ago, and it didn't come from 50. And 50 still was cool with him, man. Mr. BX, big love from Saudi Arabia, homie. You good? Oh, man, what's up, Saudi Arabia? Yes, I'm good. Appreciate the love up there, man. So, Chris Threats, Philly, he said, you right, it's mumbo. That's a fact. That's what it started sounding like to me. They grab the papers, look at it, put the paper back, and start reading. Pull the papers back. Open the papers and then put it back, start reading again. I'm like, yo, what's going on, man? His written sentence was 30 to life, but because he had an argument, it was a set AR-20. He had, because he had, y'all gotta learn how to spell up here a little better. Use quotation marks, man. Had an agreement. It was set at 20, whatever it may go, man. So what was I saying, man? Um, it's just starting to sound like everybody is on a paper grab, a paper trail, just for views and views for money, man. Views for money for this YouTube stuff, and or views to build up their platform for the next time or the next conversation, I guess. But whatever it may go, it's just wrong to bring a brother name in so much stuff if you really don't have no accurate stuff. And what's cool about it? Why y'all don't go get on some of these mob dudes that done snitched on they people and start bringing their paperwork to the game? And if it's that important, it's the show about paperwork or the show that you are real good at doing journalism work. These TV networks do it. They talk about the mobsters and give a good uh, opinion or point of views or entertainment of mob life and who was a rat on who and all of the above. But why keep focusing on the same thing about Big Meech and there's no real concrete? Now, like, this is what I was saying. It's been out there months and months ago, man. And it was out for a little second, but ain't nobody paid that no attention. It died down fast as it went up about Meech doing third party with a girl, Tammy Cohen's, because Blue Da Vinci had started talking about it and set it off. Nobody wanted to pay it any attention because Blue Da Vinci had a safety valve issue on his paperwork. So, it kind of died down. Now Blue Da Vinci going back hard and speaking about stuff, but still he don't even know. And whatever he's saying still don't even make 100% facts on Meech. And reason why he going in on Meech because he was mad that Meech called him a rat and put it out there. And I get it. And what's sad is they was a big team at one time, and I hate to see how they going at each other right now. That's crazy to me. Only thing that I don't agree with Meech was him when he put out the statement about coming to the show and he's not a rat, he's a stand-up dude. He did look defeated. I'm used to seeing the Big Meech standing tall. What's up? I'm Big Meech. Yeah, this crew right here, and there'll never be another one of us because we all not selfish. We all love one another. That's the Meech I was looking for to talk. And he might got his reasons for why he doing what he doing and not speaking out yet. And maybe, sometimes being silent is the best killer, the best major comeback. That's what I'm telling you. D, what's up? That might be what it is. So it's been out there for the longest. Nobody made blogs about it, went crazy about it, went crazy talking about it on different blogs and sites. Nobody went crazy about it, talk about it on different blogs, different sites, none of that. Nothing when it was out a few months ago. Now, when one man speak about it, that's a powerful figure out here, which is 50 Cent, says something about it, now everybody want to run with it now and feed off of it. I get it. Content, make some money. But now it's like y'all trying to make people believe and act like y'all reading into it because 50 said it. That's what's crazy to me. That's like being a follower, man. It's like being a follower. Y'all don't see 50 reading off no paperwork. Y'all ain't see him got nobody on this platform reading off no paperwork. And I know for a fact that ain't nobody yet said nothing that's concrete that I've been reading. I ain't seen one yet. For a fact. Now, if it's one that's out there that's concrete, hit me in my DMs on IG. I'm telling you. I am the real Big Bootsie. Bootsie. Please read that off to me, man. Because I need to see it. But y'all can't be out here, man, talking because y'all heard one man say it. D, tell him again, D. God is the light that is concrete. We ain't worried about that. We God's child over here. That's a fact. Christopher Hicks said you have to understand what you read when you're reading it. What you're reading when you read. That's a fact. And maybe they not saying something right. Nixon Maynard said cuff lying. And maybe he ain't saying something right. D said, Rev 21, Rev 22, God is the light, my G. That's a fact. All day long, God is the light. And a lot of people needed that light in them from God. Because let me tell y'all something, man. If one man show you that powerful to make millions, not millions, I'm going to just be straight up. 40, 50 podcast people start talking and talking and talking about something that he dictated out of his mouth, but still didn't show no concrete stuff, man. That sound like some old following movement, and y'all have another ulterior motive behind what y'all doing to try to make people be convinced that Meech is really ratted or did this third party bust on the Cuffy guy. Now, Cuffy might have a reason why he feel that Meech did that to him. He might, but maybe he just seeing it wrong. But in his eyes, and when you behind the walls, when you don't even get phone, when you don't even get visits, or you call home and people don't answer the phone, they really might be at work. And your mind is like, damn, man, why ain't even answering the phone? But they really at work, or they had to go to a meeting after work and didn't make it home. A lot of people think when you behind the walls that people forgot about you, but no, life don't stop. See, in jail, everything stops. You in jail. Outside, people still got things to do and got work and all of the above. In jail, they don't want to hear that. So Cuffy might be in jail and thinking like, what, Meech sent this girl to me, which Meech was in good standards of, yo, cuff my man. Let me send her to him. He got the money. I'll give her the rights, and then they can do the right thing. And in his mind, that's what he was doing. But in Tammy Cohen's mind, she's still in the middle of doing something for Meech too, but still caught up with doing something with Cuffy, but mixed her little life that she got going on, that as far as being a person that cooperates with the federal government, because she had did it way before Cuff and Meech. And Meech didn't know, Cuffy didn't know. Period. So she's just playing her 1-2 on it. And now they mixing Meech's name in it. And now y'all got to look at it. When Fifth got mad at Meech, he threw that out there because that's what he knew that was thrown out there from before. What's the biggest thing to hurt somebody? You know, when Fifth come and throw a blow, he throws a blow hard. Like anybody else that know the art of war when it comes to, tongue lashing somebody. He came hard. And a lot of y'all look like y'all fell for it. Y'all fell for it. We didn't hear Meech, we didn't hear 50 Cent yet break it down like, man, you is the rat. He just throwing subliminal stuff out there, being funny. Because at the end of the day, saying the wrong thing, he can get sued easy, man. Easy. He can get sued easy by saying the wrong thing about Meech, and it ain't true. Defamation of character is not a game when it comes to them celebrities. They say the wrong thing, they're going to have to pay. Nixon Maine said 50 ignored it to put money in the son's pocket. He didn't ignore it to put the money in the son's pocket. He was just being respectful by putting money in the son's pocket and actually putting money in Meech's pocket too. But the biggest picture of all, he's putting money in his pocket, added to his catalog of his work that he's doing, of his body of work, from where he started from the ground up, from the bottom of the bottom, doing rap, and made it on his own with no industry behind it, and led to 50 to signing with Eminem and Dre. So you gotta give him his props. And then he learned the game, and then he just went on and just landed in his lap. That's a fact. It landed in his lap. Now, 50 being a good person, like, man, I'm going to just go ahead and get his son right. What any real person would do. I'm going to get his son right. I'm going to help him out even more. And then he was probably took a liking to the son. But what the son don't know, a person like 50 always keep his guards up. If something ever happened, his son got to get kicked to the curb too. It is what it is. It's called the art of war. What Meech's son didn't know was, you can't always think everybody love you. And even if they do, don't think that they'll stay loving you. And you got to also learn how, what Meech's son, you know, he probably wasn't taught, because he was a baby when Meech went to jail. He wasn't taught. Keep your enemies close. And don't always think everybody your friend, even though they doing something for you, because they will change on you in a heartbeat out here, man. And 50 didn't change on him. He changed on his father. So he know that. See, 50 learned the art of war growing up, being in them mean streets. If I flip on the father, I can't trust the son no more, so I might as well go ahead and just put a fork in everything. And that's just what it is. I'll chop it up, whatever. I made what I made. It is what it is. His son made what he made. No, nobody can't be mad at me. Now, let's get to the war. And that's all that was. Lil Meech didn't know that. Once somebody go against your family member and you love them, even though you do, you got to play your distance and roll with your people. And that's where he went wrong. And then he got put on blast. He got put on blast. And that showed right there the type of game 50 is playing when it comes to the art of war. That's just that. And now look. Everybody on these podcasts is talking about rat. Setting up. He snitch. But ain't nobody show nothing concrete yet. But they following this one meme that 50 put up, which was a meme. He didn't say nothing about, yo, you a rat, you this, you that, He didn't say none of that. And all y'all still running with it. But he ain't said, he ain't holding up no paperwork. He don't got nobody on his podcast holding no paperwork up. The golden child said, I'm about to throw up tonight with these YouTubers. That's a fact. Somebody said, it's okay, Meech a snitch. There's a lot of them out there. And really, that it is a lot of them out there. And it ain't okay that he's a snitch because of our culture, where we come from. I can't respect you if you did selling drugs, having fun, spending money, going hanging out, sexing all the women, enjoying your life, and then you get caught up and bring another man down, take him from his family, let the police do their job and catch him, you go do your time. That just come with our culture, period. So, and it's not about highlighting Meech. Christopher Hicks said, I'll never call a man a snitch without no proof. That's a fact, man. But, you know, we can't never highlight Meech for going to jail like he was a superhero for hustling and selling drugs or whatever. We can't. And I'm sure in there he learned that ain't it. That ain't the way to go, selling drugs no more. There's other better ways in life. But we can highlight him for saying, for doing his time, and ain't nobody go to jail for it. Now they trying to tear down that legacy of him going to do his time. Now it make the world, or these little young dudes out here growing up thinking they doing something slick, hustling, They gonna say, man, I can do what Big Meech did. Same way they say, man, I'm gonna do what Alpo did. I'm gonna do whatever to save myself, man. And I get out of jail. Instead of learning, just don't sell drugs so you don't have to snitch. But if we got one big name that went to jail for all these years, came home and said, yo, and he came home and he's legitimately went and did his time, like my brother Unique Mecha Audio, like Lou Sims. You got mad guys that went out there and went in and did their time and came home. Honorable men. L Blizz, calling someone a snitch or a gay with no proof is crazy. It's all the way crazy. And the crazier part is, L Blizz, that they try to make us believe it by reading paperwork that is not all the way factual. Period. And y'all got to look at even Unique Mech Audio on his platform. He's quick to call somebody a rat bastard. He got things up there with Meech, but he was just speaking his opinion on some stuff with Meech. But he never once tried to convince us that Meech ratted. And he said, excuse me, y'all. And he said, I'm not gonna call you a rat. He said, I'm hoping I don't have to, man. I'm hoping I ain't have to. But you know, you ain't showing me that, you know, talking with your chest poked out. So that's his opinion to it, but he still ain't call him a rat like he would call anybody else with no hesitation. But you got a lot of cats out here calling Meech a rat. Then you got some coming back apologizing because they said it wrong. Then they want to come back and still say, oh no, well, I got other information leading up to this. And everybody want to be these investigators now and these news reporters with the big words leading up to this and allegations of this. And all of a sudden now they big talkative, big word users all of a sudden. Then we got Nixon Maine and said, nah, he a rat because Cuff and Five say so. And see, you got people like that that's bad. I don't know where he might be from, but that's bad for our culture, man. For real. Christopher Hicks said, you got to know what you're reading in that paperwork and why you reading it. Educate yourself on these matters before speaking on ish. Facts. You got the dude, Sean, reading off. He reading off, you know, Meech's health problems with high blood pressure and things of that nature. And, like, what a lot of that have to do with what we trying to figure out here? We trying to figure out if he did somebody bad and did wrong to somebody. I'm not mad at people if they trying to figure it out. I'm just upset that y'all keep reading off stuff that ain't got to the point, and it take a whole hour to do it. That means I got to sit there a whole hour just to hear all this stuff, and I'm just waiting for the one punchline. We don't have to read off a bunch of paperwork just to hear the one punchline of what that man actually did. Carl said, rat no rat. At the end game is Lil Meech spent all the bread and not one person dropped a bag on Meech. Maybe some of these bloggers need to hit him with some bread since they got that man's name in their mouth. I agree with you, Carl. Just saying, spread the bread. But if he a rat, ain't nobody gonna give you nothing, man, if you ain't did right. But if you don't know he ain't did wrong, then yeah, spread some love with him. But we gotta understand this. Little Meech was young. You can't tell me half the young rappers that was getting money, that don't have money now, they spent it because they didn't know how to budget money. That type of money, and you young and you ain't really got nobody to tell you yes or no, you gonna blow through it too. You gonna blow through it. I done blew through some M's in my young days. I was 22 years old with $1 million running through money, but I spent a lot of my money learning the music industry and learning this game and throwing a lot of parties. It was always ups and downs. So I calculated it as that. But I had a lot of fun spending money, doing what I wanted to do, cars, motorcycles, all that stuff that was unnecessary. Got to pay 5, 6, 7 insurances every month on vehicles and 2, 3 different apartments. I was doing all the silly stuff too. So at the end of the day, Meech, we can't hold him at fault for little Meech, and Big Meech can't hold his son at fault. And if anything, should have told his son, yo, put up a $500,000 now to the side. I need that. Sit that down somewhere, because I got that for you. Yeah, L Blizz said, people think if you're not doing time like Preem from Supreme Team, you ratted. Yeah, they rather see you in jail. So he still should be in jail, basically, is what everybody's saying. How he get out of 20. They letting everybody out in early time. What are you talking about? Why y'all ain't saying that, what's the little dude name? Trump gave him a pardon, the rapper. Got him out of jail. Nah, Carl said, nah, he had 50 and access to financial advice we didn't have. Trust me, he didn't have that much financial advice. And even if he did, he ain't listen. Because you ain't blowing through 4 million, 5 million that fast. Right. Simone Ellis, Kodak Black, he got a pardon. Why ain't nobody say, man, he ain't getting no pardon, man. He must have told something. That's why he got a pardon. Ain't nobody saying none of that. And y'all keep failing to realize, before Meech went to jail, the feds went to every label that they thought that he might have had affiliation with, told them that they better not give him no record deal, because he's under investigation. And y'all will involve yourself in possible prosecution. And that's a fact. So it messed him up from having to do, other business and have things created. Now when he come home, y'all put the rat label on him. Now nobody gonna want to do business with him. Now we sabotaging one of our own. Wait to get some real concrete. Now y'all out here putting this stuff all over the internet and sabotaging the man from getting real money, making his big status look like he's a dudut at this point. And nobody want to deal with him. That's whack. It's whack. And I'm only saying that because I could be in that man's shoes. Y'all could be in that man's shoes. Nobody don't care till it's one of them or they loved ones. That's a fact. Carl said Fed's biggest gangster in the world. Well, he ain't the biggest gangster in the world. That's a big statement right there. He's one of the biggest in our culture. But every year it from back then to now, it only got bigger and bigger. So you got to look at it. Started from the paid in full with the AZ, Alpo, Rich Porter. It started from them with those names, which it was a lot of other people besides them. But I'm just saying on a famous level that people knew about. There's so many other big ones behind the scenes people didn't know about. They was getting big money and doing a lot of big things too. Renee Thomas, Meech can get this CDL license. Yeah, I bet he could. But when a person's brain is so big, they ain't think about CDL. They think about owning the trucks. So it's like when you're used to doing big things, you ain't gonna think no less than that because your brain won't let you anyway. That's just how nature works. Christopher Hicks, he had heavy influence on the culture. They don't like that. You see who the real snitch played the police and everybody involved, and they still setting up money ventures with her. Make it make sense. That's a fact. So, it led all the way up to from the Rich Porters and all that in the world, and and the famous people, and Meech probably was seeing some of that stuff and knew some of the big dogs in his game. He just elevated it to the next level. A lot of people was just quiet with it. That's it. Chris Threat said, if I'm getting it right, Tammy is his ex, right? No, she was Blue DaVinci's ex. She was a mentor. Meech was like a mentor to her, or just somebody knew that. She knew he had the money, and Meech seen her around when she was with Blue. And I guess they did some business conversations, and he felt that he could trust her because he felt she probably can talk business. and everybody else was locked up. That's all. X, right? And he came home. He went back to old girl. He took a picture with Rick Ross. 50 got mad and called him a rat. Those parts is right. 50 got mad, called him a rat. Now, like I said, Meech is his own man. He can do what he want to do. Us brothers got to stop being so emotional, Carl said. But like I was saying, Meech his own man can do what he want to do. And I'm sure 50 understand that too. But still, my point is, if I'm rocking with you and somebody that I do know is over there that showed me love was a fan of mine and made a record about me back in the day and all that, this and that, but I know that's your enemy. And me and you already been doing business. You done show love. You done show my son love. I am at least gonna do 10 to 20% of say I do owe him that respect to go to him. I'm gonna go to 50 Cent and say, yo, bro, I know you got problems with homie, but me and him gonna work something out. He gonna put some money in my pocket. I don't wanna have to keep coming to you for money. You already did a lot for me. We got the series coming up, and you gonna put money in my pocket with that. I'd rather earn mines anyway. I'm gonna go and do something with him. I don't want you thinking I'm doing nothing over there and all that. That's never gonna happen. But I'm respecting you and all that. I guarantee you 50 would have had to respect that on that level. Even if they had differences that a room in the air that he wanted more rights and 50 wouldn't give him no more rights. And he might have been mad and might have let ego get to him like, man, I'm gonna do my own thing over here with Ross. And that shouldn't have happened on that note. Wish it would have happened. Like, we all got to be transparent, man. For real, for real. And it's crazy. Carl said Ross not even messing with Meech. Should give him a wing stop or something. Laugh out loud, my bad. He sold all of them. But at this point, the way the media or these podcast people tearing Meech down and got him looking bad with public opinion, you know, Ross might have to at least fall back publicly, but that don't mean he ain't speaking to him and telling him, I'm gonna fall back off the social media. But you my boy, you can call me, you can come to the crib, everything. But right now we got a car show to look at. So we can't say that he not dealing with him, just ain't in public and everything for everybody. And that's the problem. Everybody want to be in people's business up on this internet stuff, man. Renee Thomas said, loyalty means a lot to 50. Loyalty means a lot to me and a lot of people. Kingdom United TV, peace. Loyalty means a lot to me. 50 ain't the only one that deserve loyalty or want loyalty, but loyalty is earned. And I could say 50 earned some loyalty from Meech by doing what he did for him while he was locked up. So yes, I agree with that on 50 behalf. Yeah, we all are like that, Carl. We're all about that, especially about my bread. I need some loyalty because I'm gonna look out for you. But yeah, you know, he deserved the loyalty. We can't take that for 50. We can't. And if Meech went over there with ego doing that, what else a man to do? What else 50 gonna do? So I gotta call it both ways. Cause I respect 50 and I respect Meech. Now if Meech is turned out to be a rat, somebody show something concrete, then I can't respect nobody that turn somebody in to go to jail to get their time done. I can't, and nobody else will neither. But at this point, I'm respecting Meech. I don't see nothing he did. I don't see nothing that he did. None of this paperwork is saying nothing, man. Cuffy was on the phone with the dude the other day, and he hung up and never called back. I'm trying to figure out what happened with that. That's a fact. Carl said 50 could have set the concert off had Meech told him, tell me one rapper other than Ross wouldn't came out for 50. Yeah, all of the above what he could have did with Fifth. That's a fact. That's why I can't be mad at Fifth being mad. And people gonna throw low blows. When y'all fighting with your girl, what they gonna say to you? The littlest thing that they know about you around the house. They gonna throw low blows, man. Depending on who your woman is. If she's an arguer, that's a fact. So yeah, wait for the docuseries to come out. But if it's being done, it's being done with a woman that is an informant. But at the end of the day, 50 is in the movie documentary world, so when it comes to making money and building a legacy for your family, you can't say that a person not supposed to deal with a person that's doing entertainment. It ain't like, you gotta hang out with her and, marrying her. And that's my opinion on that part. Major said 50 called Meech a rat, but doing business with a rat. Meaning what? Meaning, okay, he's saying Tammy been an informant. That's a fact. And now he's about to do a documentary with her. So that's what I'm saying. When you're in that world, when you are in the legal business world, you always going to do business with people that you don't know is a rat. And also, like if you own a McDonald's and somebody came in there and said, where you get your buns from? I can supply you with the buns cheaper than what you get them from or whatever. My company, we service Burger King, we service this and that. We beat their suppliers. And they are a legitimate person now. They ratted and snitched before in their lifetime and all that. But you're doing legal business and you got to do what's best for your business. You ain't in that world no more yourself. You're not out here to appease our culture. You are out here to make money. So if she coming to him with something and he can supply the footage, he gonna definitely do it on the strength. Now, if he was cool with Meech, he probably wouldn't do it, even if they didn't have arguments. I don't know, but still. Well, once again, Major Game to Game says, so don't scream people are a rat and stay being a businessman is what he's saying. I get that part too. But when Meech went against him, trying to play him, he screamed out that rat thing because he know that's the hardest thing that's going to hurt. And he knew everybody was going to run with it. But he didn't say directly, you a rat. He put out a meme. When it first started, he put out that meme. Yo, what Tammy Cohen said or something with Tammy Cohen's. And people took that as they knew what he was saying. And they took it and ran with it. See, what he was saying in court of law, if he was getting a lawsuit, he would say, you never heard me call you a rat out my mouth. Tell me where they showed that, or tell me when 50 Cent called him a rat out of his mouth. Except for using memes and being funny. Carl said, Blue been saying Meech a rat 5 years. Nobody said nothing. Come on, man. That's my point. Nobody was saying nothing. Now when 50 said, everybody want to run with it. Like, come on, man. Stop riding a wave of a man that's powerful. And he was really putting it out there on Front Street, being funny. But even if he might have thought it was true. Come on, man. Frank Lucas was an informant. Someone did his story. Sammy the Bull. That's a fact. Somebody said, sound like Reese Cup to you. Said, sound like some Ghost and Angela-ish to me from Power. Skill said, Meech suing 50. I haven't heard any allegations about it, but we'll see. If he put that lawsuit out, that really mean he didn't. Because now them lawyers and all that can get to the bottom of that paperwork if that is what it is. Carl said, rats, get in paper. Hell, I'm putting cases on all y'all in this chat. I'm telling. Major Game said, I get it, but they never produced the paperwork. And that's my point. They never produced it. Ever. No paperwork was never produced, man. 50 Cent never said nothing out of his mouth that man's a rat. All these podcasters ran with it. And I'm going to give y'all another thing why people should pay homage to Meech when he came home, at least drop some money and stuff on him. You know, that's just a tradition. When your homeboy come home, you look out for him, man. It is what it is. Y'all got to understand this. The police put us in jail for fake paperwork, for their fake paperwork, fake warrants, a bunch of fake stuff, and get us and send us to jail. Now, on top of that, they the ones that bring the drugs here. So don't be talking about we the ones just destroying the culture. Our government destroying the culture. The police putting us in jail without catching you with drugs. They can have a person get on the stand and say, yep, I got drugs from him 5 times. That's called ghost dope. If drugs not being tested, but you can get life in prison for somebody saying they gave you drugs 5 times, and it never been tested. Because if you get caught with drugs and it get tested in a court of law and it says it's not drugs in it, the case dismissed. So how can somebody say that they got drugs from you 5 times and they never even seen the drugs or nothing? They just going off of what this man said. From what I'm hearing, they stopped that. But it's a lot of people with life in prison behind that. So if a man go to jail, do his time, and come home, man, show him some love if he broke. If he was outside and out here and messed up and get broke, show him some love. That's the purpose of having a crew. One fall, the other one will pick him up. That's what it's all about. But one thing Meech did was looked out for a lot of people, man, put money in a lot of people's pocket, man. Y'all cannot call him and say that that man didn't. And he didn't rob people to give money like Robin Hood did. He hustled and made money, but he still gave to his people, man. So he's still Robin Hood. He said them young dudes ain't living by the code. They ain't paying nobody but the perk man. That's a fact. That's what Carl said, man. It's crazy. Major Gang said facts. Meech had brothers coming together, getting money state to state, and don't be hurting and killing each other. Let's stick together. He did all that, man. And that's considered a powerful man, and they get rid of us. They will get rid of you when you can have that much control over people. Trust what I'm telling you, man. Somebody said something about R. Kelly in this joint earlier, how they got rid of him. It wasn't like he had a lot of control, but it goes to show you how public opinion to send you up out of here once the police put a tag on you. And the tag as far as him raping women and, you know, things of that nature, or young women or whatever, when the girls were saying that he didn't do it, then they found the tapes. Though they found the text messages. They got the text messages that you get direct from the company. You go and order them, they print them out. That the girl mother was typing stuff and was lying about her age. And she was saying, no, mom, we ain't sex yet. No, mom, in a different hotel. All of the above. And that's what he got the 30 years for. Think they let him out of jail for that yet? Nope. Now, if he did something wrong with women, he deserved to be out of here. But once we seen proof that he didn't, they still ain't let him out. But he was powerful in his music. That's why they call him the Pied Piper. If y'all ever watched the cartoon, the Pied Piper, he played that flute and everybody in trance followed behind him. That's why they call R. Kelly the Pied Piper in music, because the boy was bad with it, man. But Meech, people should have looked out for that brother, man. Especially if you don't know what was what. And look at Lil Boosie. He's like, man, I'm going because I gave the man my word. And all we got out here is our word. Especially in the music industry. You keep your word. And that's what Boosie did. Then they want to say, well, you went off on T.I. That's because T.I. the one that said out his mouth that he paid a dude to tell something, something, something. So that's what Boosie followed up with that. And then when he seen T.I. and him had talked, and he got to understand what it was, and he apologized to his boy. And then they was cool. Yeah, they supposed to put an album out, but the energy wasn't there no more. And that's just business. You got to spend money to put an album out, and you can't put it out if the energy ain't right, man. Carl said, just think if there was no internet, a lot of foul stuff would still be going on. That's a fact. If Diddy was out, he would have took me shopping. Yeah, possibility. Diddy funny style, man. He's stingy with that money. Don't let him fool y'all, man. I know all this stuff personally. So I don't know. Diddy will disappear on you if he thinks something ain't right too. But a dude like Meech, you don't take him shopping. You give him lump sum of money because he's a boss. Carl said, all him down too, though. Too, laughing here. Nah, Meech ain't playing them games, bro. But you can't just take a dude like Meech shopping. Yeah, right. I don't want nobody taking me shopping for what? Let me get that bread so I can turn that bread into something else. I go shopping on my own time. Ain't nobody pressed for no money. Ain't nobody pressed to get up here and throwing on pretty coats and hats and all that in the house. That's corny. Pretty coats and hats is known for going outside, going to the clubs, enjoy yourself and all that. I ain't got to be up in here with all that. Now if I come in here to get on on my live real quick and I got my coat on still and all that, then I might do that because I'm just coming from outside. But I ain't gonna suit up and throw all that on and then get on live. We don't do that. We ain't pressed for none of that. We pressed for going to the bank in real life. That's what we want to go to the bank. Christopher Hicks said, Meech gonna be all right. Skill said, everybody trying to down Meech. But Christopher said gonna be all right because real recognize real. That's a fact. He said it was a joke when Diddy told 50 he would take him shopping. It wasn't a joke when he was trying to really say it. It was a joke how 50 said it, though. Meaning, but he was dead serious, too, though. Like, what? Take me shopping? What? Don't play me like that, because that's a fact. You don't tell no man you taking him shopping. I don't want you taking me shopping. And I ain't even think about that. I'm damn. I ain't even think about that one. Somebody said, I remember when this month used to be considered Black History Month. Now it feels like we being targeted. And that's crazy because somebody told me the other day, it's like, man, is this Black History Month? You don't even hear nothing about Black History Month that much, like we used to. And that's a fact. You don't. You hear a bunch of this nonsense. And I wonder which half of these YouTubers that be up here, what kind of money they would really be getting, like real money. I'm talking about real money. Doing something besides YouTube that's easy to sit in front of the camera and talk and throw punches at people and get paid for it, the negativity part. Or can they talk about something positive and turn it into something that sounds good and still create the views that they get? No, they can't. That's a fact. Christopher Hicks said they can't at all. They can't. They can't get no money. They got to sit in front of this YouTube thing. That's a fact. We've been making moves out here, man. Been making moves out here, man. Clubs, clothing lines, music, food trucks, stores. We've been doing this. Nothing's changed. Clubs. As I said, I think, yeah, we've been doing this, man. And still future endeavors is on the way, man. Y'all pay attention, man. It's not a game, man. Throw some of the biggest parties around, man. You gotta pay 50 to 100 to get in, man. We've been doing this, man. This y'all got it, y'all. A lot of these podcasters can't come outside because they done mess. They do this. They can't come outside and be caught somewhere. They in trouble. My boy said they couldn't tell you nothing about before the Mayflower or Stephen Michael. Yeah, that's a fact. Major Game said Lil Meech blew the bag before Big Meech came home. Yeah, but you know, if he was still in talking to his pops through the phone, you know, when he was home, regular conversation, pops would have been telling him what to do and things like that. And most likely, evidently, he haven't, and that means he didn't listen. And not only that, once again, like I said, um, Meech was young. Little Meech was young, so he blew through the money. It happens. It happens, man. So he probably didn't think that his father needed his money. That was his money. And I don't think that Big Meech was dependent on his money or worried about his money or thinking about his money. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think Meech broke, period. So he just can't make no moves because his hands tied. And he's still under that paperwork, house arrest, all of that. He ain't doing no dummy moves. Y'all think that guy broke or silly or stupid? Y'all got another thing coming. And a lot of people think that he don't got a lot of people out there that love him in 50 different states. Okay, and that's just just figure speech, but a lot of states, he got guys that love him. Should have put at least 1 mil for his dad instead of trying. Yeah, he should have. But, and yeah, with a thanks to his father, cause just to, you know, say, Dad, yeah, you made this happen for me. I'm putting this up for you. That would have been a great move. And not a selfish move. But once again, he's young, so we can't hold our young kids that's young accountable for their mistakes and things that they do if they put in position, because all these kids make mistakes. We made mistakes when we was young. My mama told me, you keep getting in trouble, go to jail, don't call me no more. And guess what? I'll be back in a few more months. I'm back in trouble, in jail, and who I gotta call to help get me out of jail? My mama. And guess who came and got me after she said she ain't coming to get me? My mama spent her hard-earned money. Me being stupid. We need to stop going to each other, and if we ever come together, the world better watch out. That's a fact. Reese Cup, if we come together, it's a wrap, boy. So who's at fault? Lil Meech blowing the money or 50 calling him a snitch? It don't matter. And 50 didn't call him a snitch. He just put out accusations as if Meech was a snitch. Pay attention to the game. A lot of people ain't paying attention to that. 5 million, damn. Carl said 5 million, damn. Give me one and I'm set for life. Stokes Investments, land. No doubt, some people don't know and understand that part, man. Major Game said, but I understand being young black with money. It's hard, man. And we already try to keep up with the Joneses. You come outside with something with no name on it, they're going to joke on you. So you know you want to get the top notch everything, and you want to be the first to have it and all that type of stuff. You always got to make a statement. And when you get a certain age, you don't have to do nothing no more, man. Nard Mew said cousins should owe Meech also. Right. And see, here's the thing. Nobody know what Meech get, what people gave Meech, because Meech silent. He ain't out there talking like that. Y'all thinking he broke? That man sits away, eat steak, lobster, TV's bigger than. Trust and believe, that brother ain't broke. Anybody think that, they silly vanilla. Carl said Lil Meech was trying to live like a rapper. Them dudes getting 10K a show. Yep, which that ain't really no money neither. 10K a show, just depending on how many shows they get, depending on their lifestyle, how they gotta live it, and all of the above. Even they gotta budget money correctly. A lot of these rappers be out here stunting with jewelry and all that. Anybody can put jewelry on and look like they doing something, man. Always understand an empty can make a lot of noise, man. Tracy Young, Harlem, New York, always thumbs up for Big Boosie. Thumbs up to you, Tracy. I appreciate that. It's crazy how 50 could talk to Meech crazy, but nobody could talk to Jay-Z crazy. Tammy and Desiree. Well, 50 ain't said nothing crazy to Meech neither. People been talking crazy about Jay-Z. You got Choke No Joke talking crazy about it. You got Oskino talking crazy about Jay-Z. What are you talking about? Where you been at? There's people talking crazy about Jay-Z. You still got Dame Dash saying crazy stuff. It ain't crazy. They just saying, you know, experiences they went through with him. So I wouldn't call it crazy and talking crazy to him. Ain't nobody talking crazy to Meech, but they saying and speaking their mind. Everybody is men at the end of the day, so they could say. And you know, 50, he the type don't hold his tongue anyway. Just watching, you know, him throughout his TV years, interviews and all that. Money come and go. We live and learn, and that's a fact. Carl said Dame Dash, exactly. Everybody, ain't nobody exempt for getting ish talk to them. Everybody, especially when they on the same level, it doesn't matter. But without money, you put everybody in one arena, like a jail cell. See who come out alive or survive with these. That's what's tough. Tammy and Desiree are informants. Yep, people done said that a lot about Jay-Z with dealing with her. But they ain't got Jay-Z name in setting people up with her. So, you know, that's that thought process. 50 play with people that's not in the street anymore, who he feel don't have no influence over the youngins. He know the old heads not doing street stuff. Yeah, well, that's one thing, but you gotta always understand 50's past. He went against some giants in the street. Supreme and them wasn't nothing to play with. Not even a little bit. You better not even fix your mouth wrong. And he went against him. He went against Jimmy Henchman. He went against some tough dudes, man. So we can't never say that about 50. So that's not true neither. And it's definitely known that he ain't no punk. So if you was Meek, shit, he told Ross, I can't be in the picture, dog. 50 gonna trip. No, I said it earlier. You must wasn't on there. Hold on, I'm gonna tell it to you. Christopher Hicks said, ain't nobody perfect. Things going to happen. I have seen people become the same things they laughed at. That's a fact. Become the same thing. What that's like what you see on the way up, you're gonna see on the way down. But going back to homie Major Game, would I have told Rick Ross I can't be in the picture with him? No, I would have told 50 before I went over there with Rick Ross. I would have told him, yo, I know you ain't seeing eye to eye with homie, but he showed me a lot of love putting the record together for me. But I made money with you. And you showed me love and held my son down, everything. But I'm gonna go get this bag over here. I don't gotta keep asking you for nothing. I'll get the bag when you put the series out. I'd rather earn my money anyway, but he's gonna pay me for doing something or help me put something together. So I just wanted to respect you for that. So I'm gonna go over here with Ross and put some stuff together. And Fifth would be like, either how much he give you? 1 million, 2 million, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. Oh nah, I'll get that to you. Nah, F that dude. Or, oh, all right, cool, cool. As long as we got that understanding. I'll get Fifth saying, oh, all right, because it's a respect thing. That's it. That's it. Fifty went against him, but he was getting stuff done to him and his crew. Nothing was happening to Supreme and Jimmy. Well, you gotta understand, Fifth is a artist, and at the end of the day, you know, certain things an artist can't do no more when you're in artistry. You can't put hit outs on people. You can't do none of that. That street life really is over, even though you still put that street persona in your records. Your face over everywhere. You can't do a lot of stuff. Your career be done. But Carl said not at all. 50 took 9 shots. Facts. And a street nigga in Armani suit. Facts. Perfect combination for the cutthroat industry. Swaggy Athletics TV said, okay, that's fair, Boosie. Now, you know, it's a fact. You got to keep it real with who keeps it real with you. Period. I'm not going against a person that looks out for me without me breaking it down to them before I go over to the other person that I know they got a problem with. And I know it ain't no, they killed each other. Him and Rick Ross just had words. Lil Meech mama and Rick Ross' daughter mother are friends, so it's always been history. Same way 50 avoided hanging with Meech before he got locked up. Major said, true, that's real-ish, but Meech probably didn't want to feel like he's asking for permission from 50. Right, I get that part too, but Meech as a boss have to put himself in the shoes of one of his people coming to him who he looked out for. Because we just got to keep it 1,000. He's coming home. Everything is fresh for him. We didn't ask for this stuff. When they lock us up, we come home, they kind of break us down a little bit when it comes to our finances and our money and all that. They don't break us down mentally and as a boss. So now you got to think like a boss. And when you think like a boss, you're going to say, what would I do if I was in that position? Or what should I do while I'm in the position that I am in? And I know homie a little dude to me. So, in his mind. But 50 is the big dude now, the big man. It is what it is. So to keep the peace and to get where you going, you got to play chess. So you got to say, man, I'm going to bite my ego. Yo, homie. And then again, it ain't even about ego. It's about it is what it is. It is what it is. Homie looked out for me. He looked out for my son. My son was able to look out for my mother and his mother and everybody else or whatever. And homie pushed the button. So I got him, yo. He got a problem with homie, but homie want to do something for me so I can keep the peace between them. I don't be in the middle and being looked at. I don't want 50 to think, there, you coming back over here reporting for Rick Ross? I can't trust you to be over here next to me. I don't want none of that. I want to be fair with him and let him know. And that's just being a good dude. And Meech is a good dude from everything I heard about him. And he's a fair businessman from everything I heard about him. So somebody said, so if Meech still have money, why did he have to get a bag from Rick Ross? So, and Christopher Hicks said, oh, business ain't good business, regardless of the look. Right, and that's a fact. So if 50 would have been like, nah, I get to you, all right, cool, I take it, and then I tell Ross, I'm gonna get with you, and you know, homie tripping, whatever y'all got going on, I'm keeping it honest with you, you still my man, whatever, but he know So I had to keep it 1,000 with him. Ross, but I don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Ross wouldn't have a choice but to say that. You know what I'm saying? That's just that. But to answer her question, why would he need to get a bag from Ross if he got money? Even if he got money, he can't pull his money out and all that because he's still on paper if he have money. So he gotta act like he ain't got no money and doing what he doing and getting a check from here because it's gonna be on paper that he got a written check from an entity, which is Rick Ross, an entity such as 50 Cent. That's just how it goes. These feds don't play. You can't get pulled over and get a ticket when you're on parole. You better have a good explanation why you got a ticket. They'll lock you right back up. So he can't be out here acting like he got money and they watching. Think they ain't watching a person like him? How you bought a chain for 10,000? Where you get that money from? He gonna be done. He's done. So that's the reason why he got to get money from Ross. It ain't like he got to get it from Ross, but if a person gonna give it to him anyway, why would he have to spend his own money on top of that? Let's say that. I ain't saying he got to get the money. I'm just saying what we know, he need the money. But still, if he had 100 million, somebody else gonna give him 1 million, 2 million, half a million, why he ain't gonna go get it? He ain't got to spend his money. Does that make sense too? I hope so. Carl said, I disagree, bro. When Ross came out with that song, you think he didn't hit Meech in jail? We ain't never knew about it. But you know Ross, he brags. He'd be like, yeah, just had to drop off something to my bro Meech. You know, y'all dudes out here ain't doing nothing. He can't wait to brag about it. That's Ross. And you can't get a lot of money in jail. You can't earn money. That's why he had to sell his rights. When you're locked up in jail, federal penitentiary, you cannot do nothing business and make money from it. No kind of way. Period. It's against the law. So Ross couldn't have did none of that. It bothers people when they don't know your business. Facts, Christopher Hicks. That's the big one. Make them mad, and that's what Meech doing. He's quiet, and the people mad. They don't know what's going on, and they want him to keep talking so they can keep staying on this internet and making money off of him, and ain't nobody sending him a cut off these big podcasters and that they putting up. They ain't sending that man a dime, but they talking about something they don't know what they talking about. Carl said, well, I'm pocket watching. Then where the bread at? What are you pocket watching, though, Carl? It's nothing to pocket watch. It's nothing to pocket watch, man. And what I'm saying is, when hustlers that deal and play with millions of dollars, they don't keep all their bread in one basket, man. And you ain't never hear about the feds coming and taking and snatching everything from Meech. So you don't think some money might be buried somewhere? This me just articulating. I don't know. Speculating rather. Somebody just had some money sitting and holding it down for them. Y'all don't think that? Think about it. And when he get out all this turmoil and he's cleared as not a rat, I hope he do got a lot of money sit somewhere, because I want to see brothers, live good out here, man. Like, stop it. I don't like to see the tearing down, man. Period. Somebody's calling me a rat. I never, ever like that. What? I'll probably be back but in jail for a person assassinating my real name that I went and did my time for and all that, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. And everybody running with it because it's the internet and it's the thing to do now. This the new 2000s and this the new wave to get some money and all that. Because y'all can't figure out another way to get some money or create something that's more positive on this internet to talk about. Because people only want to see negative stuff on this internet unless you really are a real creator of a real show and have a real mental life. Like you got the what's these the shows, man? It'll come back to me, man. The two guys, man, they talk about finances and building houses. You know, you got people that talk about stuff that got good followings, man. Then you got these negative dudes be talking crazy, man. Like, get out of here. Talking about people, dead people, family members, and that's stupid. Defending your name got a lot of solid people behind them walls. And that's the crazy and the spooky and the hard part about this stuff, man. It's rough. It's rough, but what you gonna do? Put a lawsuit out on them? Or you gonna go smack that head for talking junk about you? That's the crazy part, man. JS, salute from Camden, London, Boosie. Salute, London. It's rough, man. It's rough. Defending your name, Swaggy, athletics. You said it a lot, boy. There's a lot of people behind the walls. What is a man to do, man? Dewan, what up, big dog? What's good? Zay Lehman said, bro, I thought you was Charleston White. You know that's funny. Ain't nothing wrong with my eye. No disrespect to Charleston White. Whatever, you know, no disrespect to that. I'm just saying nothing wrong with my eye, whatever. But it's crazy, man, that we tearing each other down out here, bro. And like I said, Meech looked out for a lot of people, so I ain't understanding why that good brother ain't get a bunch of stuff, and who's to say that he didn't? That's what I'm saying, and he don't want to do it on camera. Don't tell nobody you gave me nothing. Smart move, period. Y'all keep thinking that bro ain't got no heat-seeking missiles ready to fire, and he telling them no. Y'all keep thinking that in real life. Tina, hello. Think that brother ain't smart, know how to move like the art of war. Y'all better pay attention, man. Reese Cup said, if they talked about Jesus Christ, you know they would definitely talk about you. That's a fact. That's a fact, man. And if you ain't talking about you, you ain't doing something right. But I'm waiting for the whole thing to just turn over and see what it really is. What state is Meech's halfway house at? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. Is it Florida? I don't know. I'm waiting to see this thing play out because I ain't seen nothing concrete. Stories I'm hearing, I'm listening to the Cuffy guy talk, but I still ain't hearing nothing that's just major, major. Major Gang said the man called you Charleston White. You say ain't nothing wrong with my eye. That's a fact, but ain't no disrespect to Charleston. I'm just saying he don't hide it neither. That's something he should have seen. Tony Harris said 50 talking paperwork. Did or didn't he wear a face mask and got on the stand? I don't know who that is talking crazy. I ain't never heard. That's something new. See, other podcasts will feed into that. Nord Moose said, I love to hear what Southwest T has to say and what his relationship was with Tammy. You ain't never heard nobody, all the paperwork that was read, nobody said nothing about what or Southwest T had a relationship of any kind of. I don't know. That's a good one though. That's a good question. But yeah, man, we gotta stop it, man. All these podcasters out here trying to every day wake up with a big Meech thing and paperwork, and it ain't really talk about nothing. And this, like, come on, why y'all trying to tear the brother down, man? Anybody that got a good name, a big name, a celebrity name, and come home, y'all would do that to them. And it only took one person to put out a little quick meme for y'all to just jump on the bandwagon after Blue DaVinci been saying Meech was a snitch for 5 years ago rather, and the other people were saying it a few months ago and all that. Nobody was saying nothing until 50 Cent put it on his paper, because on his page, his IGs and whatever else, social media. And now everybody running with the narrative of this man is a snitch. And yeah, because it happened like this, he went and tripped and fell. And I'm telling you, he did the third party, because when he tripped over the tree, yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, we was sitting at the bar and it was somebody that looked like it was Cuffy, but Cuffy in jail, so it wasn't him. But I could tell that Meech was on the other side. And yeah, so the paperwork got to be right, because when I was at the bar, it was over there. I'm like, man, it's a bunch of mumbo jumbo bull. Like, this how it sounds when I'm listening to the paperwork. If y'all ain't understanding what I'm saying, that's how it sounds when I'm listening to these people read the paperwork off. The beginning of it starts sounding good because I read the thumbnail and all that, but it just starts sounding crazy. Major Game said Southwest T was a hater. He was on tape talking about putting a hit on Meech, and he ran off on the plug for $2 million that Meech had to pay. Wow, see, that's deep. I think I've heard that one. Reese Cup said, we the chosen ones. This is what they want. Wake up, people. Stop fighting each other and fight together. That's a fact, man. This is why I'm up here. As why as we arguing about or negotiating if the man is a rat without concrete, coming up here doing it. So 50 said it. 50 made a big roar because he's what? How many millions and millions and millions of people? And that's enough for podcasters to feed off of. And then when one podcaster do it, that got a good name leverage out here, now the next one gonna do it, and then it turns into a whole tsunami. And that's all what it did. And sabotage a man that went to jail, did all this time to come home, to people that was praising him and had love for him, to turn their back on him. And now when it do come out that he's not a rat, I want to see the same wave in reverse. But that'll get ignored, and people will ignore it, and they'll know that's another, those blocks, when you build a block and you can put one in there to save the block, but when one don't get saved, it get tore down. It's tore down. But nobody gonna talk about it. Meech just got tore down. But when you still building the blocks and you building, and you building, and you building, if he build his name back up and build his name back up from this bull crap and win the game, nobody's gonna talk about that. They're gonna keep it is what it is, because now they're gonna look stupid. Christopher Hicks said, laugh out loud, you got to understand those statues and what they represent in regards to plea deals and how they can be used to get the plea. Right. So when they break this paperwork down, they got to break the statute of the words that they are saying, because it all means something. And if they don't break it down of the meaning of it while they reading, they just reading the paperwork, reading the paperwork. They don't stop and break down, well, this statute here means this, 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 this. They don't do a lot of that neither, because a lot of them don't. They just got paperwork in their hand, so they look legitimate on screen and act like they talking about something. And to the public that don't know, which is our urban community that don't know law at all, just a few of us, a percentage of us, I ain't gonna name the percentage because I have to think about that, but I'm just saying the majority of us don't know law. And you know how I know that? Because the majority of us go to jail and we don't fight our crimes. We don't go to trial. We cop out ASAP, fast. And we don't know. A lot of us cop out because they don't know. Some of them know the law, and then, they know that they might have to cop out, but still, at the end of the day, majority of us don't know the law. Period. Reese Cup said, once you say it ain't no eraser to scratch that out your mind, words are powerful, and one word can leave you powerless. That's a fact, meaning that now it's in our mind that he was still a rat. So when we see him at a restaurant or something and it came out proving that he ain't, we still gonna be biased, and we probably walk with our head down when we see him because we know we was the person that was talking junk about him. And now we can't face him because now he that man, he proved that he didn't do it. And the man that you looked up to, you once looked down, and now you know you look stupid, and you don't want to admit that you was at fault and you look stupid. So now you try to tarnish a man's legacy because you felt for the okie doke. That means it's cause you stand, you fall for anything and stand for nothing. It's crazy with our culture. Christopher Hicks said, I have been battle tested and had to learn these things. I can say that too, been battle tested and learned these things. That's why I could get up here and speak about it before I let anybody clog my mind up with bull crap about another man. I'm never going to do that, period. And I don't know Meech. I've been in clubs and seen him before and all that. I could respectfully say that I've heard a lot of good things about him. I've never heard about him talk stuff crazy, jump to people, man. Ro Williams, what up? I never heard him disrespect nobody, man. You don't drown a nigga like, excuse me, you don't drown a dude like that with those type of words. And I'm only saying this so the youth can understand that don't listen to what everybody tell you. Learn on your own. And don't think that it's cool to go out there and hustle. Leave it alone, because this is what's going to happen to you, even if you do go stand up. And I don't want these podcasters to make the youth think that everybody that go to jail is a rat, because if they do something and they don't listen and they stay doing it, go do your time. But if not, y'all gonna make people think that it's cool to go snitch, because y'all gonna prove that this man is snitching. Y'all ain't proved nothing yet. And in their mind, that's what it is. Ro Williams said, once you enter the system, this is the outcome. Maybe so. But everybody didn't go through it. Only people that has successful faces on this internet world, or successful faces in the rap world. He was a big known kingpin, but he still was in the rap community as a big public figure in the rap world. So even without the internet, he still would have been a big figure like a rapper when he came home. Degrade and slander, Ro Williams said. And so far, that's what it's looking like. Slander. But we waiting. I'm waiting for the documentary. And a lot of documentaries be fugazi too. A lot of them. But I'm waiting because me, as a rational thinking person, I could tell what's real and what's not. And now if the Tammy Cohen gonna eat off of it, I ain't see nothing Big Meech did to her. Wrong. Why she wanna come out and slander and go crazy on him if she really was trying to help him without him knowing? I don't know. And what does she get off of telling the truth if she was trying to help him? Because at the end of the day, when you doing stuff like that, that was supposed to be in a secret anyway. So why you want to put your face out there for that? You that greedy for money? You that much of a rattlesnake to do that? That's crazy too, because that means you got paid a lot of money. So if they pay you a lot of money, to me, when a person pay you a lot of money to say stuff, you'll say whatever. The same way how feds make people get on the stand and they use their freedom to make them say whatever over money. They don't need money. They got your freedom at stake. So it's all the same thing, man. Christopher Hicks said the truth ain't in her. Right. So, well, who is the truth in? But they want the truth to be in her is why they putting out the documentary. I'm waiting for the documentary. I'm still waiting for the Puff documentary too, to be honest. And make sure y'all go check out the American Psycho. It's on Prime. My bro is Mark Scheisse is playing Puff Diddy in there, man. He did real good, showing all the up-to-date scenes of what happened with Puff and all that. It's a good message to it. Y'all go check it out, man. And Ro Williams said, at this point, dealing with the feds, you got to watch your wordplay. That's a fact. When you're in any court of law, when you even talk to the police, you got to watch your wordplay. That's why you always got to tell the police. And this is why I'm saying our people of culture don't know the law. Because you would know, don't talk to the police, period. I got into a fight with my boy, my friend, my brother. I love him. AZ, the one who wrote the Paid in Full movie. His little brother, God bless him, Boog. That's my little bro. We was young. Me and him get into a fight. It wasn't even no real fight. I was just holding him. But I get locked up. The police pick 2 people out to make a quota. The Dirty 30 precinct. They got a documentary on the Dirty 30. They locked me up. Jumped out, said I robbed somebody. I'm like, I ain't robbed nobody. What you talking about? I ain't know at the time then. I was young. I'm wondering why I'm in jail. And they like, well, call your brother down. I said, no. So I'm like, man, I was with me and my brother was together. What are you talking about? I said, I ain't robbed nobody. I had a fight last week. That's it. In the court paperwork, they put he robbed somebody, this. He did admit to him having a fight with somebody. Like, they made it look good and everything. I'm like, hell no, we going to trial. And they dismissed it because they know it was some bull crap. They wasn't going to get a call off of Bootsy. I'm sorry. Period. So, yep, wordplay is a lot in any judicial system. And I'm going to give y'all one more example. Like I said, Reese Cup said, his reputation is being tested and them people watching to see how he will respond. I was always told move in silence. That's a fact. That's why Meech ain't saying nothing, because his hands is tied. And never let your left hand know what your right hand doing. Big fact. Romeo Madoff said, Boosie, how you got your name? What, my nickname? Boosie is Bootsie. I got my nickname from my grandfather. It's not a street name. The big in front of it, Big Boosie, come from when I was young. I always did a lot of things trying to get me some money. I used to go down to Canal Street, buy them shirts for $10 that they had with the I Love New York on them in New York and a bunch of little sayings that they sell on Canal Street, and take them back uptown and sell them for $20 because our shirts cost $20. I go down the canal and get them and bring them uptown, and I set up a thing of lemonade, sell the lemonade with the t-shirts on the shopping cart, hold the shirts up, and that's what I was doing. Those are one things that I did. I used to go pack bags, and you know, my homeboy Fats, his name is Calvin, Fat Calvin, used to call me Big Boosie. Yo, Big Boosie, you up to something else, man. Big Boosie. He the one named me Big Boosie. That's a fact. So that's how I earned the name. But my grandfather named me Boosie. I was his first grandkid. They say he used to take me with him everywhere. Had me in his arms, like, man, this is my little Boosie right here. This is my Boosie. And that's what my moms and them told me. He used to call me as Boosie. And they named me the nickname after, because my grandfather, that's what he called me. So that's how I got the name Boosie. And I was a rapper way before Lil Boosie. People was trying to tell me to sue him. We called the Young Guns of Harlem with my brother Kevin Frost, which is Kurt Frost's brother from Love and Hip Hop. And, you know, we was rapping way back then before Rockefeller Records even came out. And, you know, so it was on documents that I already was using the name Bootsy. And everybody was telling me, yo, you need to sue Bootsy, man. Sue him. I'm like, nah, because I had stopped rapping then. I put my record label out, which is Big Bucks Entertainment, which was Big Buck Records. I started putting artists out. I had Meech's sister with me, his twin, Baby Stace was her name at the time. This was way before Meech put out All Out. And I could have sued him, but I'm like, nah, bro, doing this thing. I ain't doing that. I'm just not that type of dude, man. Let the brother go ahead and eat. What I'm interfering in that for? Which was business and could have kept it business, but I just didn't feel that way, and I was getting a lot of money anyway. I didn't give a damn about none of that, which they still saying, man, it's business. You shouldn't be thinking like that. I just didn't want to tear another brother down, man. I just let it ride. And we had Boosie up here running around with him all day. Then he did something for one of my homeboys up here in Raleigh in the basement after the club was over, him and another dude, and this was in his prime. Wipe me down, wipe it off, all that stuff. He was popping. He was in the basement by himself 3 in the morning doing a verse for my homeboy. That's when I knew I made the right decision. That was a real dude right there. He was in the hood. So I left it alone. No, I've been left it alone, but that's when I knew I made the right decision. But we were still making sure he was good because we had him out here with us. We brought him to a club. But we ain't never really actually had to sit down, and I give him this story that I'm giving y'all right now. But that's what actually happened. Major game, Big Boosie alleged. That's a fact. But, you know, I don't claim the fame with all that stuff. I like to look out for my people. Swaggy Athletic said, damn, you did a lot. Nah, I can show you a whole bunch of stuff I've done. And I'm still in the making. I'm about to put out a lot of stuff. I'm doing the Paid in Full, The Next Generation mixtape album coming out real soon. And we about to bring the BBS boys down here May the 3rd. Doing a big car show with them. And then we're going to do a big Paid in Full after party. 80s, 90s party. I'm doing the March 15th. We doing the Paid in Full party with my boy Vegas in Raleigh. So yeah, we making moves, man. Paid in Full, keep me eating. God bless me, man. My brother Dame Dash never go against him, ever. Reese Cup said, Plus, if he sue, he got to make sure he didn't speak on nobody living or dead. So that paperwork must be solid. It also takes money to go against money. That's a fact. Ro Williams, my peoples out of Brooklyn said you a real one. That's what's up. Good reputation. Ro Williams, I appreciate that and your peoples. That's a fact. That's all I know. And I tell people, man, I go anywhere. Brooklyn, Harlem, Queens, well loved. Well loved. But when you keep your name good, this is what you can do. You can go anywhere, no problems. And that's why I always keep my name good for years. I ain't crossing nobody, ain't playing with nobody money. I'm not doing that. If I do, if something go wrong, I'm gonna make sure I pay that money right. I pay that money back. It don't matter how long it may take me, but I'm taking care of that. That's that. Never run off of no plugs. None of that. All that stuff is stupid. Things happen. You stay in communication with people that you owe money to so they understand you ain't trying to play them and disrespect them. And that's how you survive out here in these mean streets, man. Period. And that's why I'm up here speaking what I'm speaking for a guy like Meech. Now, tables turn and he ain't hold it down like he was supposed to, then I gotta speak how it goes. And he gonna respect it. It is what it is. Everybody say that Alpo stuff. I spoke about Alpo when he was living on my Queen's Flip interview. Alpo killed Rich Porter to keep the money and made up an excuse about Rich Porter didn't tell him something about some work. That was a lie. Period. Said it when he was alive. Period. And I ain't claiming to be no tough guy, none of that. Just don't bother me. Leave me alone if I ain't did nothing wrong. That's it. So I ain't with that. Major game. Respect to you too, bro. That's just how it goes out here, man. Got to keep it 1,000. Period. I can give you all the game about respect, and I done spoke on it more than one time. More than one time. More than one time. Example. Everybody know Jim Jones and Dame Dash had a fallout. I spoke about this already. I'll keep reiterating it because it's the same thing with the Meech and the 50. It's the same thing. Dame and Jim Jones had a fallout. Jim Jones is my boy. Cool. Dame Dash is my brother, though. Somebody that did a lot for me. How 50 did for me, Dame did for me. Ross, cool with Meech, did some things. Jim Jones, cool with me. Came through to some shows and stuff like that. Looked out when I see Jim, it's all love. Right now to this day, all love. Jim ain't never been no funny acting guy with me, none of that. Always. I just gotta keep it 1,000. So I had a show for Jimmy with some people of mine. They wanted me to join in and do it with them. And I'm like, hold up, let me find out something first. I can make it happen. That's easy. I called Dame Dash back. I said, yo, bro, I got a show for Jimmy. My peoples want to do it. You know, I want to plug it, but I ain't going to get involved with it if, you know, you and him still have your gripes. You know what Dame Dash said? He said, man, ain't worry about that, man. Still my little bro. Jim just get emotional at times. I ain't worry about that. He said, Boosie, go ahead and get your money. See, I followed proper protocol. That was it. I got the flyers to show all of that, and I did the party with Jimmy and all that. And that's just how it goes, man. You gotta follow proper protocol. That's all Meech had to do, and Dame don't tell me what to do. All that stuff, y'all, everybody cursing people out. No, we don't got that type of relationship. That's my brother. I get my own money. I don't need nothing from him. Don't ask him for nothing. But certain things that I do, I need help for that will put money in my pocket. And he always did it. No hesitation. None. I can't never go against that brother. I don't care if we get mad, get into an argument, whatever. That's what brothers do. I'm not going against him for nobody. And ain't nobody gonna be talking junk about him around me about him. I'm just not doing that. And that's just how it go. Ro Williams said, his job like messed up, you caught up in the middle, bro. Facts. But that's just how things go in real life out here. Everybody got or been through these same circumstances. You know what I'm saying? And caught up in the middle of two friends that don't like each other and all that. And one, you have more obligations too because you be with that one more and he did more things for you. And you have to pay homage to that brother. I gotta pay homage to Dame Dash, period. There ain't no ifs and buts about it. A lot of people, excuse me, a lot of people don't like his ways or whatever. I get it. Me and him don't see eye to eye on a lot of stuff at certain times, but his good outweighs his bad would be. I can't say that we don't see eye to eye with a lot of stuff. That's just brotherly things. It wasn't no not seeing eye to eye that we with as far as a beef concern. You just don't see eye to eye with certain things. But no. But Jim is my dude. When I see him, it's always love. And he be like, nah, come over in the booth with me. I'm in the booth with him. Like, see me in a picture standing, he rolling his blunt. I'm hugging my dude. It's my dude. Like, but I want to do it the right way. So everybody's protected from the who is did what, and make sure you ain't coming back over here spying over here, or make sure, oh yeah, you ain't plotting on me for him and stuff like that. Nah, both of y'all my dudes. I ain't in none of that. I don't got nothing to do with that. I respect both of y'all, and I got love for both of y'all. But who I'm always with and doing, things with and all that, I owe them the respect first. And that's how that goes. And that's just my thought process and how I move when it comes to me and my friends, whatever, to keep the peace. And that's just it. And that's how it goes out here in life. But a lot of these podcasters need to stop with all this stuff, playing with a person's name and all that, man. That's corny. And it shows me a lot of, and not all of them, don't get it twisted, but it's a couple of them that's doing this stuff, just talking, and they don't even got no papers that they went and researched or nothing. Is mainly the ones I'm talking about. Y'all ain't did no research, no nothing. You're just talking and talking and Cuffy this, and I believe Cuffy, because Cuffy was, you don't even know Cuffy. What? Like, get out of here. All this talking and talking every day, and then trying to make the man look bad and tarnish a good legacy, and you never ever had a legacy in your life. And then try to, y'all out here be explaining a little bit of jail time y'all might have did, a scratch on your hand. Y'all ain't been in no real wars. Y'all ain't never got no real money. Y'all ain't never bought no real cars because you was outside getting money. And I ain't just talking about drug money. If you wasn't buying cars from doing anything, paying bills, just maintaining a real boss life. And you ain't even have to be a big boss. But out here talking about men that you never even thought of even being in the presence of and or living that type of life of paying bills. Half of y'all staying in your mama houses doing these podcasts. Or should I say these podcasts, rather. Let me say my words correctly. Or staying in a girl house doing podcasts. They talking about made men. But let the made men be actually sought out correctly, man. Don't be out here talking like y'all built like that and y'all not. Minister Supreme Big Boosie salute. God body salute, bro. Swaggy Athletic said they don't know Cuffy from nowhere. That's a fact. And they gonna believe something that another man tell you. And that, you know, pictures tell 1,000 words, but just because the person shows some pictures, that gives them the authority to speak. Like, y'all bugging. Y'all bugging. I show you a picture, that mean I could tell you something that ain't real. Like I just spoke, I say, yo, me and Jimmy CB got a picture. He rolled the blunt, chilling. He might see me and don't even speak to me. I might be showing you a picture that ain't even really real reality. But in real reality, the last time I seen him, it was all love. Now, if he don't speak to me now, then it'd be different. That's on him. I wouldn't be mad at him. He got the right not to, but I'm just saying. I'm telling you that I can show you a picture that ain't even real, but that's not the case. So, yeah, y'all need to stop it, man. Because when it comes out that homie is official, what y'all gonna do? Nobody's gonna say nothing. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this before I leave. ASAP Rocky just got found not guilty. And ain't nobody putting none of that on their podcast yet. A man that went up to trial in public. Ain't nobody, and the odds was against him with a man taking a stand and said he beat him down or shot a gun at him and all that. Took the stand. And y'all that ain't resonate yet. Why that ain't running through all these podcasts right now? I'm gonna do another one and it's gonna be based solely off of that. When you had your boy Hassan Campbell up there saying, yeah, Rocky, yeah, you stupid. You ain't take the plea that they gave you 6 months and you gonna go to trial facing 25, 30 years? You stupid. Laughing at him. Yeah, man, you gonna be calling home. Rihanna gonna be riding the next man and not answering your calls, or riding the next man, Johnson and Donna, talking crazy about the man, wife and everything. Then a bunch of other podcasters and his fan base was commenting, yeah, man, he's stupid. He's stupid. Yeah, Rihanna gonna be Jody's girl and all kind of stuff, talking crazy. And then we had other podcast people speaking up on that, man. And talking crazy. And now the man go to trial and beat it. Because he knew what he was doing and knew what he was talking about. And that's what real men do. We go to trial and beat it. I'm glad to say that's one of my Harlem natives. And I love all New York boroughs. Don't get it twisted. But I'm from Harlem and I love it. That's one of my Harlem natives. And that's what we stand on. And ain't nobody broadcasting that yet. He been found not guilty a couple days now. But if you listen to y'all dumbos and you like, it make me mad. And Hassan Campbell, you sitting up in the crib talking junk about this man like that, man, about his wife. That's crazy to me, bro. And you supposed to have been a man in jail. You don't wish that on nobody, especially their wife, Jane and all that. Why you want that to be in his mental if he would have got found not guilty? That would have been in his mental that he heard that you were saying that. And now that would have messed with his mind while he in jail. Not saying that he wasn't strong enough to override. Don't think about that. It is what it is. I'm just saying. What kind of real guys you? What kind of real people respect people like him that do that? And come in and say he a real dude. What do he do that's real? I ain't seen a picnic basket nowhere feeding nobody. A party for kids nowhere giving away nothing. But speaking about the millions that he got now. And I don't normally do this, rappers, you know, podcasting and all that, but sometimes enough is enough, because especially he was a brother that I respected when I first heard his podcast, and stuff started going to the left, and it's crazy, man. But nobody's talking about ASAP Rocky won his case. This is my point. Nobody can talk about nothing positive because they know they ain't going to make no money. They got to keep their algorithm flowing with negativity, and it's stupid. And that's why I tell people I'm going to make mine going through the top. But if I do talk about you, it ain't because I need numbers, man. I'm pulling your coat that you a foul type of person. And I ain't just talking about Hassan. This goes for anybody. And I can go outside, period. Christopher Hicks said it got to be in you, not on you. That's a fact. I love to be able to go outside. That's why I don't want no beef with nobody. For what? I don't want to look over my shoulder. I like to be outside. I like to hang out. I like to chill. See my people, my loved ones. I ain't getting my people in nothing, no beef. Because trust and believe, if you act like you're stupid, then this not talking to nobody. It's talking to anybody. They ready to jump off the roof. And I'm only saying that to say. I'm only saying that to say, this is the reason why I don't get in trouble, because I don't want to lead my people into getting in trouble, because they're going to defend me regardless. And they're going to be ready to do whatever, whenever. That's why I never was worried about no outposts and none of them people, man. So you ain't putting your hands on me. But my point is, I'm not no tough guy, none of that. This is not what I'm claiming to be and all that stuff. Nah, nope. But I got a lot of people that love me, and I got a lot of friends that love me. I got a lot of friends, nigga, excuse my language, YouTube, that will jump off the moon, but I don't want to put them in harm's way. It's why I don't got time to be talking no crazy stuff about another person's family, about another person's wife, about another person's well-being, about another person's business, period. Because that's dangerous. And a lot of people think they can hide. Hassan Campbell the other day was talking about people put his house on the internet. But my daughters is in here and y'all putting my joint on the internet. That shows what kind of people y'all are. No, bro, hold up. See, now you want to play victim. It's what you do. And you calling out people. And you saying all this crazy stuff that make people want to come to your house, knowing that people could put your name in, man, and find out your house. It's public records with a lot of stuff. You already know this stuff, and you still do it. Because you sell your soul for that money, man. Period. Only way to get that money, but a lot of people figured out on this YouTube stuff that you talk negative, man, you get a lot of money. That's a fact. Talk negative, you get a lot of money. So you selling your soul to the devil, but when the devil come for you, brother, or when they come for you, the devil ain't gonna be the one to save you, my nigga. Excuse my language, YouTube, but it's real life. The devil always leave the people that he's the real Pied Piper. The devil is the one that leaves you when they come for you, baby boy. If you read the Bible, at least the beginning of it give you a good message of how he tricked Eve to eat that apple, man. And after that, he gone. It's a wrap. And you get punished after that. Ain't nothing he could do about it, because the real person that hold it down is G.O.D., baby. Straight like that. And I'm a firm believer in that. But I'm always speak this real street talk because I come from it. I've been there, been through the gun battles and all that. Yep, skinny old Bootsy. Been there, done that, man. But you can't be talking crazy about people, man. You talk about this man's wife and he stupid for going to trial when he know what he doing, man. And he know he ain't did nothing wrong. And if he did nothing wrong and he lost it in trial, he got a chance to come back and fight it on an appeal. We know that the justice system is corrupt and they do dirt and all that. But at the end of the day, He felt he had a good lawyer, and the trial and the jury got to speak and got to answer to that. And look, he beat it. And Hassan ain't apologized yet. When Hassan gonna apologize, man? Yeah, all y'all hit that dude up the mall, man. In his what is it, Poppy something from the Bronx? Yo, when you gonna apologize to ASAP Rocky, man? Talking about that man, wife gonna be sexing other men and all that, man. That's crazy, man. Those words, man, is dangerous. Seeing people get killed for less than that, man. But make sure y'all share and subscribe, man. All y'all new people up here, please subscribe. Because I'm going to still come and give y'all the raw. I ain't holding no punches. I'm going to do a quick ASAP Rocky joint because I got to. I got to. Share, 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 man. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, man. And I appreciate everybody always showing me love coming up here, man. L Blizz, all y'all, man, for real. For real, man. Ro Williams, peace. Christopher Hicks, peace. Yo, salute. See y'all in a minute, man.